I hear you, Pearls. You're saying things like, well, you've shown us how to start a budget and you've shown us how to save crazy amounts of money with meal planning, but can you please show us how to stop shopping for things that we really don't need, and how do we stop the urge to spend? That is exactly what I'm going to help you with today. If you need help getting this bad habit under control, you're going to want to stick around. Welcome back, Pearls. I'm Brittany, and this is Pennies into Pearls, where you can come every week for inspiration and motivation to finally, once and for all, take control of your spending habits, take control of your family finances, so you can stop stressing about money and create a better life for your family. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button. Now, talking about overspending or controlling that habit to spend, that urge to spend. Today's video topic is actually inspired by one of you Pearls. She submitted a video question to me here on Instagram. Here's what she had to say.
So I've learned so much from you and appreciate all the hard work you do to give us information and help with meal planning and budgeting, but I would love to know the secret how to just stop the desire to shop.
All right, so when you don't plan ahead of time and set aside cash for every purchase, you end up spending money on things that you really don't need. Then you're left with zero cash in the bank when it's time to pay the bills. What about your goals? You have dreams of living debt-free, buying your first house, or maybe taking your family on an amazing vacation. I know you have these big dreams, but maybe you always feel like you barely have enough money for the bills, so that just doesn't even seem like it's on your radar right now. That's because you're wasting your money on things that you actually don't need and end up wondering where your paycheck went. You have more money than you think you do. Good news, right? You worked hard on setting a budget, but how can you control your urge to spend? Here are 5 tips to stop your shopping habit. Number 1, you need a goal-based budget. What goals do you have for your family's future? What are you willing to do in order to make those goals your reality? Because that is exactly what you can do. In my online course, 30-Day Family Finance Rescue, I teach my students how to break their goals down into actionable financial steps that they can include in their budget by working backwards. Keeping your goals a part of your budget makes it easy to stay motivated as you stick to your budget because you know what you're working towards. You could do things like trying to keep visual reminders around your house or even in your car or purse, visuals of things that you're working towards. That way, every time you get the urge to shop, you'll have a visual reminder of what you really care about. Then it gets you thinking, would I rather spend $150 on a new pair of boots this fall? Or can I put that money towards one of our goals, our family vacation? It gets you thinking. Number 2 is think about what triggers your spending. You need to identify where you're most tempted to spend. Pay attention to when and where you're triggered to spend. Is it a social situation? Does going out with your friends always end up with you breaking the budget? Or maybe it's a convenience thing, hitting up the drive-thru after work multiple times a week because you're just so exhausted and the thought of going home to make dinner sends you into a deep sleep. There really are a million things that could trigger your habit to spend. So it's your responsibility to pay attention to exactly what tempts you to overspend. Number 3, you'll need a plan B and a plan C, and sometimes you just keep on working down that alphabet. After you've pinned down exactly what triggers your overspending, it's time to set up a plan to avoid the temptation in the future. What can you do ahead of time to avoid whatever it is that tempts you to spend? Here's a few examples to help you brainstorm. If going out with friends always ends up leaving you pulling out the credit card, maybe you could do something like trying to suggest a potluck game night, or suggesting something like a backyard barbecue and an at-home movie night. If the drive-thru is your weakness, then meal planning is a must. I'm a meal planning nerd. I love it. Just start 1 week at a time. It's gonna save you tons of money and stress. If you have kids, then I know that all the unexpected book fairs, worn out shoes, soccer signups, or classroom supplies can cause a major hit to your wallet. In this case, you'll want to set aside a cash budget so you have money ready to go when those unexpected costs come up. Number 4, create a want and a needs list. I have a secret weapon called our wants and needs list. That's a huge tool to help us keep our spending on track. You can get all the details about this trick by clicking the link in the description box to my video, one of my most recent videos that I did that goes in depth on this trick. But in a nutshell, we have a rule where we only go shopping once a month, and you can see what that looks like in my monthly grocery hauls. We have a running list that my hubby and I both have access to. If something comes up that we want or need to buy, we add it to the list instead of going out and buying it right away. Then once the next shopping trip comes along, we see what we can fit within our budget. What makes the cut all depends on our current priorities. Number 5 is making sure that you're satisfying your cravings. What happens when you tell yourself that you can't have something? If you're anything like me, you end up wanting it even more. You can't stop thinking about it. That's why I always tell our pearls to satisfy your cravings. Depending on what it is you want will depend on how quickly you'll be able to achieve it. But the trick is to not let yourself feel deprived. If you love to go out to eat, set a small monthly budget to be able to do that. Or you can make copycat recipes at home for a fraction of the price and make a whole experience or a whole night out of it. Maybe you or someone in your family really needs or wants new clothes. You could do something like selling your old clothes to a resale shop and then using the cash to invest in something new to you, or shopping the clearance racks at the end of the season. See how you can really make that small budget go further. If you want to travel more than anything, but you have a higher priority like paying off debt standing in your way, that's okay. Stick to your goal, but while you're waiting, do something like an at-home travel night where you decorate the house like your dream destination and make an authentic meal to go along with it. You get a little taste to help you keep going towards your goal. So I want to know, what are you going to do? Those are all my tips for you. How are you going to take action? I want you to commit right now. What is one thing you're going to start implementing today to stop spending? Leave it down in the comments so we can cheer each other on and we can chat and maybe brainstorm to help each other along the way. Thanks you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you like my videos and you'll see more of it in your organic feed on YouTube, aka the algorithm. And if you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button. Don't forget to check all the links in the description box, and I'll be back here next week with another new video. Talk to you soon. Bye.